no, Vegeta! I'm gonna take you down!
Alright everyone, JB here, and we are back with another discussion video on the channel today. And pretty much today we're going to be talking about pretty much predictions for who probably is possibly to be the next unit, especially for the new banner that's supposed to be coming on the next reset. So by the time this goes up, it should be on the Monday, so it'll be about a day before the reset. But also, I'm gonna be making a little playlist for you guys for these discussion videos. I see that on a good majority of them that you guys actually like them, so I'm making a playlist for you guys. That way, it'll be easy for you to find them. But as always, if you're new to the channel and you like the content you see, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It is totally free. Now, with that being said, what we're going to be talking about, right? So before we get into the topic of talking about is it probably maybe Buuhan or maybe Ultra Vegito, we're going to talk about this anniversary, right? Now, I did mention this in my previous video, like the anniversary right now isn't going in the right direction. We've had some, previous bad anniversaries, but this one might not, it might top them all off of being the worst so far. So I just want to talk about pretty much how this anniversary has been drawing, like, right? So we're supposed to be getting some reveals and stuff tomorrow, and also on the next reset, the banner should be dropping, which is pretty much on the next reset. So pretty much I'm thinking this anniversary has been going in the wrong direction. Like, it's been going backwards, so to say. And the reason why I say that is because usually when we get to like the first part or the second part of the anniversary, they always give us a double banner, right? It's always a hero banner, then there's always a villain banner. So right now, so far, we're on our third part of the anniversary, and the first two parts we've literally got only a single banner with only 2 new characters, which isn't much to say, especially if you look at the amount of events that they're giving us too. Because let's take a perspective look at this, right? Besides the banners, which we only got one banner, right, for each part, 2 new characters. If we're looking at the events, aside from the events as well, we didn't get that many new events either. Most of them were just, you got bonus like rewards for them, especially the raid. The first part for the first raid, there was like, it wasn't all that, man. They really messed up with that one. This last raid that we got with the Tapion, it is way better. They actually fixed it a lot, which they should have did in the first one, but they definitely fixed it. And also, if you guys didn't know, we should be getting since there's a part 3, we should be getting one more raid. So pretty much, I'm gonna guess whoever the new units are, on the banner, they're gonna have those guys as like the main battle bonus characters, but they're gonna throw in some other ones because it just makes sense, right? But besides the raid, we've not had that many new events. Like, we've had some free-to-play units, right? We've had the full power battle, but that's just something that's been repeated. Same thing with the battle gauntlet for the Zenkais. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is why I probably, you probably saw the title of the video, but why I probably think Buuhan might be the next unit for us. Because Ultra Vegito, I'm not gonna lie, he's an awesome character. He's everybody knows if they drop him, he's gonna sell way more. They're gonna make way more money than Buuhan because he's more hype. Everybody likes Vegito better. Now, me personally, the reason why I say this, we gotta take a little bit of perspective, right? We recently just got a buff and regen, right? We got a buff and regen, the Zenkai for the green OG Piccolo. And we also just got a new unit, a new free-to-play unit, the Majin Vegeta. So obviously it's Majin Buu Saga. Now the reason why I say this, right, why it could be Buu, because let's look at this for a second. First off, we got the green Zenkai for the OG Piccolo. Then if you guys look in the shop, there is literally nothing but I can show you guys right here. If you look in the shop, they've recently added 3 more Zenkai summons. Besides this Piccolo right here, they've added 3 more Zenkai summons for regen, or 3 in total. But pretty much when they do that, that's basically them doing when they do that, basically they're bringing them characters out, those summons, so you can get those Zenkais to buff up the new character that might be potentially dropping, you know, on the new summon. Now, another thing, we have not had a villain this whole entire anniversary. Usually, you know, heroes are always gonna sell more than the villains, but in some cases, some villains, you know, they have more hype. Like I would say, Buuhan, you know, or Kid Buu, or DBZ Broly. Like those guys are like people that are like, I feel like they can match the hype a little bit, you know. And we've had nothing but hero units. You know, we had MUI drop for the first part, along with the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Second part, we have the Dragon Fist Goku with Tapion, right? Now, the way there's no way that they can possibly say this anniversary, but they can definitely make it, you know, worthwhile toward the end, because put it like that, they basically redeemed themselves, but there's no way saving this anniversary. They started off on the wrong footing, so at the end of the day, I feel like they could bring maybe Buuhan, right? Bring this guy. They could either bring Buuhan, or maybe bring when he absorbed Rotense, right? Or even a Kid Buu. You know, when Kid Buu was doing like the roar and he was pounding his chest, that could be like an ultra animation right there, right? And then same thing with Buuhan when he I think you can just say maybe when he absorbed Gohan, right? That they just show that animation of him absorbing, and then they could process it into him transforming into Buuhan. I feel like that'd be alright. You know, there's some other scenes in the show that they can use as well, but I feel like they can drop this guy, right? But I feel like they have to drop him and bring another banner, right? Bring another summon. You know, I feel like they drop him as an ultra, they're not gonna just bring one ultra. You know, I mean, they're not gonna bring the ultra and then the LF. That's just like, especially if they bring Vegito, that's just really disrespectful. That's kind of disrespecting my man's name. So if they bring an LF, they're gonna bring double LF banners. They have to, because they have not brought one. If not, they're gonna do the same thing that they did. Bring Buuhan, then throw somebody else on the banner with them. And you know, even if, let's just put this perspective, even if we do get, say for example, Vegito, even if they put Vegito on the banner and put Buuhan, of course people are gonna summon for, you know, Vegito even more than Buuhan. But at the end of the day, for the future of the game, because regen, you know, they've been getting a few buffs, you know, but they're not there yet, man. They seriously need these buffs. So if they get Buuhan, they'll definitely have it, especially with all these Zenkais that they dropped in the shop as well, along with the Piccolo too. So there's also that, right? Now, in terms of what color this Buu can be, right? So we're gonna hop over here as a character list. Now, so far, we have a green Buu in the game, and then, if I'm not mistaken, we have a green and we have 2 purple ones. And the latest one that we got was this free-to-play Buu, and around that time, I wasn't even playing that much. And, you know, this is really something that I feel like they could probably bring either a blue or a green unit, right? Reason why I say this is because blue for regen doesn't really have, you know, how should I put it for you guys? Blue doesn't have anything that can really just pop out, you know, just give them that. Just like you have Legend Limited Kid Buu, right? But he doesn't, this guy is irrelevant, right? He needs his Planet Whip, and hopefully they give it to him on his next, after the reset. If they give him his plat equip, then if they drop Buuhan, for example, and then you also have Cell, which is top 5 on regen, right? You can have yourself a decent team if you throw some people on the bench with some Zenkai buffs. Because me personally, I don't run regen, you know. I run more of a future guard key setup. Sometimes just future, but regen, I know a lot of people actually like regen, and there's some people that might try to main it, but it's not as good as it used to be back in the day. So that is something I feel like they definitely can do, because they need to balance the game a little bit. Because every time some tag gets a buff, it seems like future is getting a buff, or this tag is getting a buff, you know, right? And it's like, right now, regen and GT are the 2 tags that I'm looking at that needs those buffs. Because they got Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, right? But he is only 1 unit. You know, you got Maju, but he's basically, like I said, he's only there for popping green cards and endurance. Just to waste your, you know, just to lock up cards, slow your opponent down, you know, make them waste a combo, maybe even a Rise and Rush. But yeah, man, look. That's all I have for you guys today. Make sure, if you're liking the videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Share the content if you feel like it. At the end of the day, as always, it's your boy JB. I'm out.